At the Bondi Referral Hospital Sash, a 5-year-old Collie is being carried straight to the treatment room by her owner George and emergency vet Lisa Chimes. The distressed Ash has suddenly lost the use of her back legs.
Give me a hand. Just going to give her a little injection, some sedation. She's clearly getting quite stressed about not being able to use her back legs.
Lisa fears toxin from a potentially lethal paralysis tick has attacked Ash's nervous system and immobilised her.
What a paralysis tick does is it jumps onto the animal and it starts sucking off their blood, and as it's feeding off their blood, it injects the toxin into their system, and the toxin causes paralysis, and it can actually paralyse the breathing muscles. No matter what we do to treat her, if we don't pull this tick off, it's just going to keep injecting the toxin into her system. You're a good girl, don't stress, don't stress. If you don't want to do it, we won't do it. Oh, you're a good girl. A little bit of handling from us that makes her stressed could be the difference between life or death.
At Sash, Lisa and Serena are searching for the deadly tick they believe is causing Ash's paralysis.
It might have already dropped off as well.
It's possible.
Finally, they discover what looks like a tick crater.
They've got almost like claws coming off their mouth where they hook into the skin, and that's how they suck the blood. And they leave behind a really nasty little hole in the skin.
Before the anti-serum treatment begins, owner George is allowed a quick visit.
So it's definitely a hole.
Yeah.
All right, baby girl.
She's a fantastic dog. Crazy, yes, but a lovable dog.
And the tail is still wagging. Sometimes they can get worse in the first 24 hours. So her breathing can get worse, and she may need to even go on a ventilator. So we really, really need to watch her.
What have you done while I was away?
At Sash, paralysis tick victim Ash still can't walk, but a visit from her owner Wendy is instantly lifting her spirits.
She's just starting to get some strength back in the back legs, but she still can't really stand up. She can sort of army crawl along the ground.
The fact that she can't make a noise and swallow and things is worrying, and the fact that she's not bouncing all around the room, because that's the sort of dog she is. She's just a nutter.
Collie, you're the centre of attention, Bobby.
You just be getting
Trying so hard to get up.
Well, it's very hard for her to sit still. Yeah, she never stops. My mum's had a dog die of a tick thing, and would hate that to happen to this one. So, rather anxious, because life without a dog isn't quite the same.
Who's happier today? Oh my goodness! Look at you! Who can walk?
Ash is slowly recovering from her tick bite. 2 days ago, the Collie was rushed into Sash, paralysed in her back legs.
I know you can walk now. You go back to bed for some more rest.
Now she's back on her feet, but still has one important test to pass before she's given the all clear.
The tick has paralysed her swallow reflex, so she hasn't been able to eat for a few days, and I want to see if she can now eat now that she's becoming a little bit stronger. It's a big test. She has to stay in hospital until she can eat normally. What have I got? What have I got? Take it very slowly. Wait. Oh my God. Wait, Ash. All right. She's definitely getting her pace back. Scared to put my fingers there. She's quick. You're quick. Looking forward to seeing her when she's back to her normal self. I think she is going to be a lunatic.
Tunnel! You crazy dog!
3 weeks later, and it's great news for Ash and her grateful owner Wendy. The crazy Collie was carried into Sash, unable to walk, after the toxin from a tick bite paralysed her back legs. Now Ash has made a full recovery and is back doing her favourite tricks.
Weave, 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 weave. Tunnel! I love to see her back in the park doing the things that she adores, and we just have so much fun.
You never cease to surprise me.
Nah, check this out. A little male platypus. He's not real well.
Jeez, his eyes are sunk, aren't they?
Yeah, he is. His fur's all matted, he's dehydrated. My guess is that he's a young male, he's been kicked out by a territorial male, and he's just trudged through the bush. He's picked up all these ticks, and he turns up in suburbia. He's been really, really sluggish, but I've managed to get the ticks that I could off him, but I mean, he's got a heap in here around his cloaca that I just couldn't get to. And
You've done a good job, though. There's plenty there.
Well, this morning he was hardly moving, and I don't know if that's relation to these, but he's sort of got a bit of energy back.
Yeah. Have you got a name for him?
Oh, look, well, between a few of us, we wanted to call him Aussie, because he's a little battler at the moment.
The thing that really stands out to me is just how skinny he is. I mean, normally platypus, they're so plump.
Yeah.
And you know, almost cylindrical and just in their shape, but you can really see individual little, bones almost poking through the skin there. And his eyes, you can't even see them.
I mean, the general way to measure their weight and the way that we know how they are in captivity is by the tail. And if we do that, we have an index from 1 to 5. 1 being obese, 5 being very, very skinny. Yeah. And that little guy's tail folds in half. So that's like a 6, Our plats here, they sort of, you'd only get half of it.
Yeah.
They're a good weight, but I mean, look, it doesn't even fold back. It just stays as it is.
Yeah.
20, 30 right there.
My worry is that he's got 40 or so ticks in that container. He's probably got another at least 40 on him there.
Yeah.
If each of those has, say, half a mil of blood, even a quarter of a mil, that's 10 mils of blood.
Yeah.
He's got to be severely anemic as it is. Yeah. Underweight, dehydrated, he's got a lot of things going against him.
I've never seen anything with this many ticks. I mean, he's in pretty poor condition, and we do get ticks on koalas and dingoes and we treat them, but not like this. It's crazy.
What I might do just to, I guess, as a bit of insurance against him going into shock himself and not really handling this whole experience, actually give him some fluids now. That should help his blood pressure straight away. Has he tried to use his spurs yet?
No, I mean, I don't know. They're still there.
Yeah.
And they're quite large still for a young plat, but...
Jeez, they are decent, aren't they? As the minutes tick by, he's becoming more and more stressed by the whole situation, so we've got to get the ticks off quickly, but pay a lot of attention to that spur. It's a venom, but it's got something like 200 different ingredients. It's a really complicated substance, and scientists try to study it, and they're always baffled as to why it's there. These guys have no predators, so it's not to defend themselves against their enemies. It's not used to actually catch their food, because they catch little crustaceans and then little worms. So the only conclusion they can draw is that it's used for territorial defence, so actually fighting off other platypus.
I and most of the guys here would rather cop a whack from a king brown than one of these, The pain is just said to be unbelievable.
Yeah. It's amazing. Everyone just assumes they're just so cute and cuddly.
Yeah.
And they're cute, but they've got a pretty nasty little surprise waiting for you, don't they? It's only when you really part the fur you realise just how many there are. It's like having open wounds all over his body. The fact is, he can quite easily die from these ticks, because each one of them is taking just a little bit of blood, and that could be enough to kill him. Jeez. It's important to realise that these aren't paralysis ticks. There is more than one type of tick, and these are actually called bush ticks. So what they do is they just suck blood. Tim and I just have to be so careful when we take these ticks off to do it the right way and not pop those spurs. One careless moment, one slip, if that spur goes in, we're in big trouble. I thought I saw one just...
Oh, it's heaps more. Down the tail.
Just two there. And then there. No, just missed him just here.
Yeah, get out of it, mate. I'm about to fall over.
No, it's a big one. It's a big one. A bit lower. A bit lower, just there.
Yeah, what about down here?
No, what's
Get out of it. There's no ticks there. We've already got them.
It's the quietest you've ever been.
Yeah, not full of hot air anymore. I really am going to fall over. There's heaps more down at his tail. The reason platypus are so special, they're just their uniqueness. It's typical of Australian animals, but They're mammals that lay eggs, like a reptile. They've got a duck bill, a beaver tail, these webbed feet. It's just the bizarrest thing. They incubate an egg. You know, they feed underwater. It's an animal, it's just, it's out of this world. And there's only the platypus and the echidna that are monotremes, so really bizarre. Listen to that. They don't very often make a noise.
No. That's almost the emergency beacon for them. They make that sound when they're really stressed. His natural environment is water. He's going to eat when he's in water, so the sooner we can get him there and get him relaxing, the better.
All right, now he doesn't look real good there, so I want to get him in nice and quick. Good. I'm just going to ease him down a bit. Off you go, mate. Let him see where he is. We'll just keep him isolated for the moment, you know, give him his own little tank and let him try and recuperate until he gets healthy. Looks good.
He's hungry, isn't he?
Yeah, actually eating mealworms. Look at that.
That little sonar of his is still working then.
Look, there we go, another one. That's a good food response. I mean, that's immediate.
That's a good sign, mate, if he's already keen to take on some food.
It's not over by a long way. You know, for him to be like that in my hands, then touch the water, it doesn't mean we're in the clear, you know. That's sort of his last-ditched attempt to get some nutrition in, you know, but we've got a long way to go. You know, a lot of it's up to him. All we can provide is food, shelter, water. You know, we can put all the elements there. He's got to have a good will to live. And here he is, our little Aussie battler. He's beaten all the odds. He had 80 blood-sucking ticks on him. He was on the road and avoided getting hit by a car. He walked all that way through the bush. And I tell you, if this bloke was human, he'd be selling his story to a magazine. Now, as for his future, in captivity, he's going to become very dependent upon us. So he might finish his...
And I called her and she got off the bed, and that's when I noticed she was falling around like a drunk.
Worried owners Graham and Neva rushed the 2-year-old to emergency.
You can hear that grunt. You can see his breathing. He's like... Juniper was rushed down to us because she was missing for the last 30 hours.
She moves around, she's got a mind of her own.
It was a dreadful experience and we knew it was serious, but a horrible one.
Quick check over. Heart sounds okay.
Gerardo immediately suspects tick paralysis. It's crucial he finds the deadly parasite.
Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. There is a small little evil thing.
Paralysis ticks burrow into an animal's skin and inject toxic poison.
That's in there.
But finding and removing the tick is only half the battle.
Juniper is already struggling to walk and has laboured breathing. We need to get the tick anti-serum in there quick before she becomes further paralysed and may not be able to breathe. It's okay. It's okay, mate. What we're going to do is give him some sedation. We got... Hey, there we go. Oh.
On the Gold Coast, Juniper is fighting for life after being bitten by a paralysis tick. Gerardo is desperately trying to save the 2-year-old.
He was unable to walk properly and also had laboured breathing.
Gerardo wants to start Juniper on anti-serum so it can begin to neutralise the deadly toxin circulating in the young cat's body.
Okay, Juniper, you can stay still for this. Wow. Good job. Oh, it's okay.
Good girl. But just then we have a rest.
Yeah, we have a rest.
Here we go. I know.
Hey, rest.
Let's have a rest. Let's have a rest.
Okay, Juniper's had enough. Time out.
Feisty Juniper isn't making Gerardo's job easy.
See if we can do a little bit like this.
Don't look. Good girl.
So we finished placing the IV catheter. This enables us now to administer the tick anti-serum. The tick anti-serum is what's going to bind the tick toxin in Juniper's bloodstream and eliminate it. And this is the stuff that's going to save your life.
Juniper could have other ticks somewhere on her body, but Gerardo won't be able to search until she's stabilised.
Fingers crossed, no reactions, hey? Hello, Juniper. Oh, hello.
5 hours later,
We finished administering the tick anti-serum to Juniper, and thankfully there were no reactions. This is amazing. She's up, walking around, she's still wobbling her back legs, but this is great news. The next step is a full body clip where we look for any more ticks, and then after that it's up to her and just time. Next time I see you, you're going to be looking completely different.
The young cat has been given a dose of anti-serum and a haircut in case of more ticks.
Oh, Juniper, you don't look very happy about your haircut.
A new-look Juniper is ready to be reunited with her anxious owners.
Let's see how you're going. Oh, wow. Ready to rock and roll and go home. Before I take you out to Mummy and Daddy, I'm going to put one of these collars on, which I recommend any kitty cat wears. The collar does two things. One is it kills ticks, but the second is that it repels ticks, and that's super important because we don't want those ticks to bind at all and inject any toxin. She's super good to go home. Okay, Juniper, let's go.
Owners Neva and Graham can't wait to see their special girl.
You look like a sphinx, kitty. We're just so happy that she's come through and pulled through all this. Hello, sweetheart.
Where's little Juniper? Where was the tick yesterday?
Yeah, see where the tick was?
Yes. Beautiful. Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you.
Hey, could you come down to koalas, please? There's a bit of an issue.
Roger, now?
Please.
On my way.
At the Australian Reptile Park, Tim's answering an SOS from one of his keepers.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
It's got an unwell koala.
Who is it?
This is Polly. A couple of days ago she had 8 ticks on her, which is really strange.
Yeah.
She was found on the ground this morning. Her eyes were really puffy. I'm really concerned just because she's got that little 6-month-old Joey in there.
Hayley's explained the signs that her and the keepers have picked up on. Mum's been on the ground, Mum's acting abnormally, Mum is constantly eating, Mum's a bit puffy around the face. They're all red flags in their own right, and we've got 4 of them.
Oh, you got another tick. I just felt it. Where was it? There.
Blood-sucking ticks are not uncommon in koalas, but if Polly's infested with them, she could be suffering severe blood loss, which could lead to anemia.
If we have an unhealthy mum, one of the first things they'll do is abandon their joey. It seems really odd to us, but marsupials, she'll abandon the joey and in her mind she knows, I can have another one. It's wet, it's cold, the joey won't last an hour outside of the pouch. We're gonna have to do something. I'm gonna go up and grab some equipment to weigh her, chip her and have a bit of a look, and I think you probably should start getting some pap.
Yep.
We've called the vet and Hayley is gonna begin the process of papping. When a joey is born, the only food they eat is eucalyptus, but joeys aren't born with the enzyme in their stomach to digest eucalyptus. So Mum makes herself go to the toilet until it becomes a runny substance, pap. The joey eats it. If we don't get pap from Mum now, the joeys doesn't stand a chance. How you going?
She's got the gaze and the spasming has started.
Oh, look at it in there.
Can you see it?
Yeah, are you happy?
Yeah, this is
got
the
it?
good stuff.
Look at that. Perfect.
Pap is essential for baby koalas so they can transition from milk to eucalyptus leaves.
Have you weighed her today?
No.
Okay.
But first Tim wants vet Robin to check Polly to see if she's well enough to look after her baby.
Yeah, let's weigh her today and see where she is. Grab the stick. Grab the stick. Okay, good girl.
You got?
7.25.
Yeah, she's 400 down.
Wow, that's a significant amount of weight loss. It's very concerning for sure. That baby's pulling her down. We don't like pulling the joey, but if the joey is causing an issue with her health, for the safety of the joey and for the safety of the mom, sometimes we have to take the joey and let somebody hand raise it. Yeah, that one definitely was a paralysis tick. You have the head still in there.
It's not surprising Polly's condition is so poor. Her tick infestation is much worse than first thought.
Why are there more ticks on a vulnerable, weakened animal than a healthy animal?
I think because normally they would get them off before they would attach.
Right.
So the same reason why you rarely see them in cats, where you see them in dogs, is cats clean themselves. Koalas constantly are cleaning.
Yeah, they've got the double claw.
Exactly, so they use their cleaner claw and they take them off. So she's so focused on feeding herself and eating, she's not taking, grooming and taking care of the ticks. To find ticks on a koala, that tells us that there's something wrong with her immune system or with her general overall well-being.
Tim is now starting to get increasingly concerned that Polly is far too unwell to care properly for her Joey.
You're right, Paul.
The team make the difficult decision to take the Joey away from its unwell mum.
You can see the arm there.
Yeah,
it's fully furred.
It's fully furred. It's actually a good state. I bet it's
furred.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, honey.
Good girl, Paul.
He's a little dehydrated. His eyes are a bit sunken in his head. He's fully furred, which is a very good size to try to hand raise, and he's a little on the thin side.
Yes.
This is definitely the right decision to make. This is the baby's best chance.
Right.
Okay, baby. Okay, baby.
We've decided that the Joey will be artificially reared by Hayley. Tough decision, but this is in the interest of having the Joey and Mum survive. And we cannot say that that's a certainty if we leave it like it is.
What's happened there?
That's a cut. That's not even part of the seat, that's the edge of the pouch.
Goodness.
As vet Robin continues to check over Polly, she makes a shocking discovery.
She's ripped that on something?
Yeah.
Probably climbing amongst the branches.
She must be in so much pain there.
Yeah, something's ripped that.
We're so lucky that she hasn't already thrown that Joey.
I know.
So we'll flush it with a little bit of saline first, just to clean off the debris. And then we'll apply a little bit of antiseptic to it. With this injury, the pouch won't close very well, and it would make it difficult for her to keep the Joey nice and warm. It would also hurt.
Yeah.
It's right in the edge.
How old do you think the injury is?
Only a day or two, not very old.
Really? Well done to the team. I mean, to pick up just on her behaviour, that's quite incredible. You think it'll heal okay?
It should. We'll have to watch it and see because it's actually the rim of the pouch.
Yes.
It's all right, Paul. It's all right.
Okay, I'm almost done. Almost done. And I think probably the Joey would, every time she would move, it would hurt.
It would hurt.
Yeah. It was very important that we intervene because we probably would have lost the Joey. And if the Joey was continuing to at least get some nutrition from the mom, we potentially could have lost Polly.
She's good?
She's good.
Okay, well done, Paul. Well done. Up you go. A best case result here is that Mum recovers because she's been under quite a burden rearing that Joey, and Joey survives with Hayley, who's done many of them. She is Koala Girl. Hayley's gonna rear her.
Yeah.
Do you have a name?
I think in light of the recent bushfires, I think Ember would be a really nice name.
Ember.
Yeah.
I like it.
Good looking koala.
Very good looking.
In the recent 2019-20 bushfires, we lost so many wild koalas. It was just devastating. And so when we see a little Joey born like this, it just makes our heart melt.
Well, you ready for more sleepless nights?
6 months of them. Yes, always.
Hey, sweetheart. Can you come out?
6-year-old ragdoll cat Pickles has been rushed into the Bondi Referral Hospital SASH with some distressing symptoms.
He's not really moving his legs very well. There's a bit of movement, but they're really weak.
Owner Jenny became concerned when she noticed some worrying signs at home.
He started not moving properly. We noticed that he couldn't jump up onto a ledge. His back legs seemed to be not working.
All right, sweetie. As soon as I see Pickles, I can tell straight away he's not walking the way he should be, and his meow sounds different. To me, this is pointing to a tick, but it's really out of season, so it would be very unusual to get one at this time of the year, but all his signs are pointing towards that. The coat is so thick that if he's got a tick, it's not going to be easy to find it. I'm running my hands through Pickles' fur, and it's something that's making my job very difficult. The longer that tick is left on his skin, the more time it's got to inject that potent toxin into his system. Okay, I think I found something. Yeah, that's a big one. There it is, a paralysis tick. Now, this can be deadly for Pickles. He's already showing the signs. I need to get this little creature off as quickly as possible. Oh, brave boy. He's really stuck in there. Okay, here we go. Got it. That is a big tick. Okay, we got our answer. Let's get him treated.
Okay.
The next step is to give Pickles some tick anti-serum, which is kind of like snake anti-venom. It's going to go into his bloodstream and bind to any of the toxin that's circulating there to prevent him from getting worse.
Lisa urgently needs to get life-saving anti-serum into him before he's completely paralysed.
All right, Pickles, we're gonna pop you in the bed now. Okay? That's the way, sweetie. Animals that have tick paralysis can get worse and quickly, because if that toxin starts to paralyse his breathing muscles in his throat and between his ribs and his diaphragm, then this cat could end up on a ventilator. All right, Pickles. Hey, you're a good boy. He's just through here, having a little rest.
Oh.
Give him a big cuddle.
Hey, sweetie. Hey. Hey. Oh, he's still so quiet, isn't he? Look at him.
It's really important that he's monitored quite closely in hospital. They can get worse in the first 24 to 48 hours before they get better. We just got to hope that he doesn't get any worse.
Yeah.
We're also going to then give him a bit more sedation and shave off all his hair. We need to make sure that there are no other ticks hiding there.
Seeing him in the cage like that was actually a bit scary. I think thinking that the tick was out made me think it was all going to be instantly okay, and it's not necessarily, so that's a bit scary. All right, well, I suppose we should leave you to do your magic.
I know he's got a beautiful coat, but we've just got to get all this hair off and make sure there are no other ticks hiding there. Okay. So there's no more ticks, which is great. So we'll just keep a really close eye on him now. Keep him nicely sedated and watch his breathing. Okay. Some animals will follow the textbook and get better within a matter of time. Others will seem like they're okay and they'll deteriorate out of the blue. We can't take our eyes off Pickles because if he gets worse and we miss it, then he could die. All right. You're okay, Pickles.
Pickles will now spend the next 24 to 48 hours under observation.
All right, sweetie. I'm gonna watch you. Okay. We've given him all the treatment that we can do for now. The rest is just going to be monitoring, watching his breathing and hoping that he doesn't get any worse. Pickles, look at you up and about.
At Sash, it's been 24 hours since a life-threatening tick was removed from 6-year-old ragdoll cat, Pickles.
Hey, you want to get out? Let me have a look at you. Hey, he's the happier, stronger cat. Today's a really important test for Pickles. I need to see if he's getting stronger, how his breathing is. I just hope that he's made some improvement today. Sounds good. You're breathing nicely. That looks great. Sounds great. You're much stronger, look at you. Huh? Standing up. That's what I like to see. Good boy. I can't wait to show Jenny and the kids how well Pickles is doing. When she left, she didn't even know if she'd get him back home. And I think when she sees him now, she will be over the moon. Hello.
Hello. Oh no. Look at him.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Pickles. What's happened? Oh, look at him. Hey. Oh my God. Well, Pickles is not looking like Pickles without his hair, but he's definitely looking a lot more alive. It's just such a relief.
All he's going to need now for the next couple of weeks is going to be rest at home, inside.
Inside, okay.
Only inside. Let him recuperate. It's going to take a couple of weeks for him to get back on track, but he's definitely out of the danger zone. He's just a lucky boy.
Jenny, Jessie and Amy are so excited to finally have Pickles back in their arms. Even though he doesn't look quite like himself, I don't think they were expecting to get him back this soon.
See you.
See you later. Bye. My pleasure.
On the Gold Coast, blind elderly cavoodle Horatio has just been rushed into Alex after a potentially fatal bite from a deadly paralysis tick.
Okay. She has said that he's a bit wobbly in his back legs.
Okay. Owner Bryony was devastated to discover her precious boy struggling to stand.
He tried to get up and his back legs splayed, and giving him a bit of a pat and just noticed a bit of a lump on his stomach and found a paralysis tick. Hopefully I found it fairly quickly, but once you take them off it can actually get worse even though you found it and they seem okay.
Poor boy. Good boy.
He's just shaking.
Good boy.
Hey, you're shaking, Mr. Horry.
It's okay.
Well, it's quite a sizable tick as well. When they first attach, they're really tiny, like barely able to see them. This one's semi-engorged, so most likely it's been on Horry for a couple of days. And it's really lucky that they found it, because if that had stayed on much longer, it would really have made him very sick, and we know that he's already got signs of tick paralysis. Although Bryony's already pulled one tick off Horatio, we're going to give him a really good search over in case there's any more. If there's another paralysis tick there and we don't find it, he could die despite treatment. I just thought I felt another one there, but
so
it's...
did I. One here's a bit of a mole, I think.
Oh yeah, he's covered in lumps and bumps. That's going to be very confusing. We're going to keep thinking we're finding ticks, but they're actually just all your lumps and bumps. I can see he's got cataracts there. That's probably as a result of his diabetes. The fact that he's got diabetes, it doesn't change the way we would treat his tick paralysis, but it's just another health condition that his body is dealing with, and so it's likely to make him just more susceptible to complications that can happen with tick paralysis, things like pneumonia, for example.
Alex is desperately hoping they're in time to save the elderly dog, but his symptoms are already worsening.
Time's really ticking here, so we've got to get started.
Good boy. I know, it's a bit of a funny feeling.
We really just need to get this IV in. Once the tick anti-serum infusion starts to get into his system, it starts to bind up the tick toxin and stop him becoming more paralysed. Yeah, I can just hear his breathing there a bit.
Good boy. It'd be much better if he lied down.
As Horatio's feeling the paralysis, he's starting to panic.
Calm down.
So we're going to give him some sedation, which will help to take the edge off his anxiety. This is the really tricky thing with tick paralysis. We want to get this tick anti-serum on board, but we're trying to put the catheter in and he's getting more and more stressed. And if we stress him out too much, we could kill him just by doing these things.
I know you do.
Hey, just calm down.
Stand up. You don't like it.
Yeah.
Hey, no. You can't jump off. It's not clever.
As soon as you start to restrain him, he just freaks out. So we've got IV access now, which is good, and he's settled down with that sedation. But I'm really worried because the tick paralysis can often make them feel quite nauseous. And I really don't want him to vomit because there's a risk that he'll aspirate because he's losing control of his airway. So I'm going to give him an anti-nausea medication via the IV just to be sure. Because we know for certain that Horatio is suffering from tick paralysis, the next priority is to administer tick anti-serum intravenously. So we're just getting him hooked up to the tick anti-serum now. But before we even think about starting this, we want to make sure we've got all the monitoring on him because he can have a reaction to this, just like someone having a blood transfusion, anything like that, we're putting something foreign into his body. So he needs it to save his life, but we also have to make sure that we're ready for any reaction that he might have. We can see there that he's oxygenating really well, 99%, that's brilliant. His heart rate's about 140, so that's all good. Okay, we're ready to get started. The benefits of tick anti-serum outweigh the risks. If Horatio doesn't have tick anti-serum, he will die. Hey, be a good boy, all right? You need this. Okay, you'll need this.
On the Gold Coast, Horatio has now had a full dose of anti-serum to start reversing the paralysing effects from a deadly tick. But he's still not out of danger.
A bit of sedation still doing good work.
Ready?
Horatio has such a thick coat that I can't be sure there's not another tick hiding there. He's got so many lumps and bumps and places for ticks to hide. So now we're going to clip all of his hair off.
You're going to look like a very different puppy dog.
It's the only way I can be 100% sure that he doesn't have another tick.
You're going to be like a shorn sheep, just in time for summer, eh?
Now the tick she did pull off, that was on the side of his belly. So we should see a tick crater down this side somewhere.
This side?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this side. Yep, that's it. That's it there. So that's where the tick was attached, and that's pretty typical for what a tick crater looks like. So wherever she's cutting the hair off, I'm going through with my fingers, looking to see if there's any evidence of a tick underneath. So far, so good. So far, no more ticks.
All right.
Yeah.
Stay there.
Hey.
Heaps better. How handsome are you?
So all the hair's off and no more ticks. So it looks like that one tick did all of that damage. What that means is that we've really done what we needed to do that was really urgent for Horatio. From here, it's really all about nursing him until the paralysis wears off. There we go. That's half of Horatio in the bin. Boy. And my mum's going to be very happy when she hears that there's no more ticks. Good boy. Hello. Oh, were you having a nice snooze?
On the Gold Coast, the danger is finally over for 14-year-old tick bite victim Horatio, and he's now ready to be reunited with his anxious owner, Bryony.
Well, it's time to go home, my friend. Horatio has been very stable, and now that his treatment's complete and we've applied some tick prevention, I'm happy for him to go home. Good boy. Hey, you look like a different dog. Let's go see your mum.
I know that he'll probably look very different, but it's for the best, and also he was due for a haircut, so.
He's here. I told you he'd look different. He does.
Yeah, he's still pretty sleepy.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think if he just goes home.
Ow.
I think he looks a bit different.
He does look like this usually when I clip him.
Does he? Okay, so you're quite used to it.
A little bit more on top.
It's such a privilege to reunite Bryony with Horatio. It's been a big day, but it's a happy ending. See how he goes tonight?
Great.
Hopefully back to himself in a couple of days.
Alrighty.
Okay,
Thanks,
awesome.
Alex.
That's okay.
So what's going on here?
We were just out down at the beach. We were gonna kind of go for a night swim, and we saw him kind of close to the water. He was just kind of sitting there, kind of struggling, kind of trying to walk or waddle a little bit. But it seemed like maybe one of his wings was injured or...
Okay. I'm just going to have a little look at him, and I just don't want to stress him out too much right now.
We figured he might be in a little bit of trouble, kind of the way he was walking, the way he was using his wing and stuff, so we couldn't really leave him there, so we decided we'd grab him.
You got a name for him?
We've been calling him Harmon.
Harmon. So was he unable to move when you saw him?
No, he wasn't unable to move, he just seemed like he...
Didn't really want to
move that much, he just seemed like he was kind of struggling when he did move.
He's not meant to be in a bathtub, so in his mind, he's freaking out right now. Harmon must be terrified. I'm thinking the poor little guy normally lives in a penguin colony on the northern side of the harbour. And during last night's storm, he's been tossed around and blown way off course. That explains how he ended up being washed ashore at Bondi at 3 a.m. But it doesn't explain why he's so weak and why he's left himself so open to predators.
Buddy, go get better, huh?
Okay, thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
There is something seriously wrong with little Harmon, and there's absolutely no chance of him surviving the ocean. until I figure out what it is. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I was looking at you. Pretty small, aren't you? I reckon you might be young. Young kid not able to handle a big surf, huh? I guess what's confusing me right now is the fact that his plumage is fantastic. It's shiny, it's got that blue tinge to it. So we can assume that he hasn't come short of molt. The thing that just keeps on nagging my mind is the fact that it blew up one big storm last night. Big southerly came through. Now, if he hasn't been 100%, he's got caught anywhere near any sort of wave zone, then he's going to get smashed by those waves. And we may be seeing the consequences of this right now. Oh, far out. Twice. It's just getting ridiculous. Harmon. You're all for harming me, aren't you? So I'm sitting here checking his heart, which sounds okay. Notice his eyes are actually quite sunken, so he is certainly dehydrated, and that comes from the fact that he hasn't eaten, really, certainly today. Birds, like penguins, get their water through their fish, and if he hasn't eaten, then he hasn't drunk either. Give me a second. What is that? Can't be. You see this? That's a tick. Look at it, it's been feeding off little Harmon here for at least a few days, and all the while that ticks are feeding, they're injecting their saliva, which has a toxin which paralyses them. But it paralyses them from the back forward. Why couldn't he stand up on the beach this morning? Why couldn't he run away? Paralysed legs. Just got to be careful to get all of the tick. And that's it right there. It's a big tick. Big tick. A paralysis tick on a dog or a cat, absolutely. But on a penguin, it's got to be some sort of first. Another one. Can you believe it? There it is, number 2. Just in awe of the fact that one of these could be fatal for a big dog. He's got 2. So this is tick serum. It's used in dogs, it's used in cats. It doesn't say anything about it being used in penguins. Might be time to call in the big guns. Take some advice from some experts. You can give birds this tick serum.
You can, but I've been very cautious because you've always worried about an anaphylaxis.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks for that. Might need it. Cheers.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye. Should have mentioned before, the expert is Dad. I can give Harmon the tick serum and risk him suffering a fatal allergic reaction, or I can do nothing and potentially watch him die from the effects of the paralysis ticks. This is such a tough call. Can you stand up for us? This is typical of tick paralysis. They start off okay, then their muscles exhaust themselves. Harmon is getting much worse, so that's really made the final decision for me. I'm going to move. I just don't think he's going to survive without having that anti-serum. So I'm just going to have to take the risk there could be a potentially fatal allergic reaction. His dose is just 0.5 ml, but I'm actually going to dilute that out for further insurance in another 0.5 ml of saline. It seems like I'm being a bit gutless, and I am. I just don't want to take any chances, because the big thing for me is that the risk of him having an allergic reaction has to be less than the risk of him dying from tick paralysis. Otherwise, there's no point doing this. So if I can minimise any risk of that allergic reaction happening, I'm going to do it.
Right, fingers crossed.
If the allergic reaction is going to happen, it should happen over the next half an hour. His heart rate's certainly stable. There's no sound of any bronchoconstriction, which is the narrowing of the airways in an allergic reaction. So he's tracking along pretty well. How are you coping with that? Feeling all right? He's still fighting the effects of the tick paralysis, and we just won't know if that anti-serum's going to work for at least another 24 hours. You know where you're going though, don't you? To my house. You had no choice in the matter at all. Harmon needs peace and quiet to recover and to get his strength back. But a vet clinic full of barking dogs obviously isn't the place to do that. So I'm gonna have to take him home with me. That means I've got to tell my flatmates to keep the noise down. Hello, George.
Hello.
Do you have to inspect all visitors, George? George, this could be interesting. You like your fish as well, don't you? Bit of competition. Some food, buddy? Harmon, meet George. George went in the ocean. He didn't like it. You live in the ocean, you like it. People might recognise George. He was the cat that was senselessly put into a cat cage and thrown into the ocean at Bondi. But since then he's been off to a foster carer, and then I adopted him. And now he's living a pretty good life, with the occasional visitor. Ever get the feeling you're being watched, Harmon? It's actually going really well. He's taking his food beautifully and settling in, just seems more comfortable with humans being around him, and even if they are forcing food down his throat, it works out. It's not a bad deal after all. It's going to take a full 24 hours to truly know just how seriously those ticks have affected him. But once he's through that period, with a bit of fish on board, he might just be right for a release. It's bedtime. I know it's early.
Have a good night's sleep, buddy.
Morning, Harmon. How'd you sleep? Come out here. I feel little squeaks from you. Come on. Now, how are you feeling today? Any change from you? Oh, that's positive. Oh, hang on. You feeling good, are you? You got food on your mind? You trying to tell me something? Big improvement compared to how he was yesterday. He was just floppy. And now he actually seems quite energetic and full of life. And I can't help but notice every walking movement seems to be in the direction of the fish. So he may be trying to tell us something there. The thing about any fairy penguin is that they're not great on their feet. But yesterday he couldn't even use his legs at all. But today, he's getting around very quickly, almost too quickly. So that's a great sign. It's showing that toxin is being countered by the serum that we gave him, but also his own strength is recovering. He would have been through quite an ordeal being dumped in that surf with legs that just weren't working. Remember, these legs are his rudder. So without a rudder, he was just lost at sea, hit by waves, blown ashore. And really very alone in the world, yet he's come through this ordeal and is now looking as though he wants to make a recovery, and that's great. That's not a fish, that's a fish. Here you go. That's an improvement, isn't it? It's coming. This is why I'm quite keen to get him on his way soon. This is behaviour he'd normally display around his mum. He's begging for food and he's thinking, I'm actually going to regurgitate the food seemingly through my fingers. That's penguin saliva. It might be time to ease Harmon back into the ocean-going lifestyle. It's amazing to think that just 36 hours ago, Harmon came in from the open ocean, blown in by a massive storm onto this beach right here, looking for shelter. And as you can see, there's just no shelter here. He's just so lucky he was found, and found by good people that knew what to do and got help as soon as they could. It's not easy. Just hope he appreciates it. Look what we've got for you. Oh, buddy. Stretch those little flippers of yours. Ease you into it, ease you into it. There we go. It's salty. He's pretty much ready to make the journey he was trying to attempt during that storm. So we're going to do it for him, but in a bit of a scenic way. Not peeking out of there. How you going? I'm Chris.
Very well, nice to meet you, Chris. Rick.
Hey Rick, now this is Harmon.
I've never had a passenger like that in my taxi before, I must say. But very excited.
Any extra fare for him?
Absolutely gorgeous, no, not at all. He's free.
And look at this. It's all right, isn't it? Look at that. You reckon? Oh, you want to go, don't you? As soon as we were out in the water, Harmon started to get excited. He's had such a tough battle. I just hope he can find his mates and get on with his life. But with wildlife releases, there's never any guarantees. Is this familiar, Harmon? All starting to make sense? The great thing about this area is that we're surrounded by penguin colonies. So penguins are social creatures. He wants to be around other little penguins, and he will be. And that's important just for his social structure and his skills and his confidence. Just to be able to find friends straight away. Won't be too long. It's just a perfect spot. Quiet, secluded beach. We're surrounded by penguin colonies. He just has to jump into that water there and he'll find some friends. It's just spot on. You keep safe, champ. Okay. Here you go. In you go. In you go, champ. In you go. Off you go. To navigate all those challenges, come through it all, and then have this, great.